joined with the Hall of Famer, Terrell Davis. So talk about your round out here, the pro, and how you felt the experience was.
Well, the experience is cool, man. This is, I guess it's a top-notch event, you know. It's the competition is up there. You know, if you love golf and you like to talk a lot of trash, you know, do a little side bets, come to a beautiful event that I'm telling you, when I say this is probably, it's the best event that I've been to in terms of feeling like you're on the tour. Yeah. Now, the game wasn't quite right, but, you know, I got time to work on that. But, I mean, I was out there, had moments, had some pretty good swings here and there, left too many strokes out there. But, you know, for us, we like to be in this environment where we feel like it's the closest thing that we've experienced as athletes to being competitive. Golf's a tough sport, man. It's tough. It's tough. We had a good time, though.
And you had to deal with the wind, so, you know, we got to let them know that, too. It wasn't an easy day at the course, too.
Yeah, the wind, like day one was tough. And then it started to come down a little bit. Today, it wasn't as bad, but there were holes where you're trying to hit into the wind. You know, yardages are off. Yeah. You know, and so you can put yourself in a lot of bad situations, going into bunkers. So you have to be dialed in with distances, and then you have to be able to hit that without spin. You know, so the ball's not ballooning up in the air. And my game is not like that. You know what I mean? Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. It's not like that though. But it was fun.
And you had your former quarterback out here. Talk about that. You know, John Elway being out here.
Yeah, I played with him yesterday. You know, it's my boy, and so to play with him and watch his game, you know, he's got a beautiful swing, man. He's got a steady game. He's never trying to overswing. It's repeatable swing. It's like consistent. And so when you play with guys like that, you try to pick up some things on how they're swinging. I'm all over the place. I got about 15 swing thoughts, and I'm fidgeting all over the place. But that was great to play with John, man. You know, when he's playing, the gallery is a lot. We have a big gallery that falls through. He's like Tiger Woods when you walk around the course, man. So that's a little nerve-wracking. Okay. When everybody's watching your group play. Okay. I like to play when people aren't watching, and then. But I've got, you know, I say that, but I've gotten used to it in these tournaments. Okay. Good. You know, day one I couldn't settle down. Day two I was like, you know what, forget it, man. We're just playing golf. And today I really didn't care if people were watching or not. I was just trying to focus on making a good swing. You know, playing the hole the way we sort of laid out some of these holes. But I mean, do I want to play better? Absolutely, man. But I had a ball. I'm telling you, I had a ball.
So it sounds like you would do this again.
Absolutely, 100%, man. Hopefully they don't have like this, like a cut, like where they are getting players to come in and you have to kind of qualify to play in this event. Even if they do, man, I feel like working on my game, I should be able to come back and compete.
The great thing is I had asked that question today to some of the higher ups. They said no. They said even if you, let's say, had a bad outing this whole weekend, you would still get an invitation to come back.
Oh, you said me?
Not you. No, I said anybody. I was asking for anybody. If anybody did not have a good score, would they come back? Would they be asked to come back? Okay. And they said yes. Yeah, so I took it. You can relax on that. Yeah. So I got you covered.
I'm at some point though, like these guys are so good that you may mix in different sports, and if you do that, you got some sticks that are in basketball, baseball, hockey. You got some sticks, and so you want this thing to be competitive eventually, and that's, you know, you want fun, but you still want it to be highly competitive. And and right now, you know, I wouldn't be considered one of the better golfers in football. So that's why I'm saying I'd have to work at my game to try to get above that. I wouldn't be mad at that. I think that might be a cool thing to do. Yeah. To try to have to make this kind of, you know, a qualifying round or something to play in this. I think that would be cool.
Yes, and that's subject to change, but they did say that for now everybody's safe. Yeah. And one cool thing that happened yesterday when I interviewed Arian Foster, he said that the person that he looked up to playing football was you. What are your thoughts about that?
He's a San Diego kid, man, so it's cool. You know, I grew up looking at Marcus Allen, watched Marcus Allen since I was a little kid, and knowing he was from San Diego, you kind of watch guys like that and followed him from USC to when he went to Oakland, played with the Raiders. And so I think, hey, I think we just kind of paying it forward, trying to be the best we can, and then hope that kids are following you and watching you. Yeah. And when I hear guys say, hey, man, I watched Terrell growing up when I was a kid, and, he was the player that I tried to mimic, then, man, that's beautiful, dude. Like, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's
Any
cool,
last
man.
thoughts for running backs who want to be Terrell Davis, Hall of Famer?
Man, it's hard work, dude. Like, it's the bottom line, it's hard work. And I tell most backs, though, or just be a football player. Don't pigeonhole yourself into one position. I played nose guard, I played tight end, I played linebacker, safety, I played a little bit of quarterback, I played, I offensive guard. I played all over the place as a kid, and to me, I just thought that was the most valuable thing that I could bring to the table was be a football player, so that when you on the field, football players, they're gonna play regardless. Yeah. Like all teams will find a spot for a football player. Now, as you get older, you want to fine tune that into a running back. That's perfect, But just go play the sport, enjoy it, man, have fun. And then, hey, obviously you got to work. You got to work, man. This game is 90% tough. It's a game of the glory is only you really only have fun in sports after all the hard work has been put in, man. All the disappointing games, disappointing practices. We have setbacks with injuries. You have setbacks with just progression in your skills. It's going to be, you're going to go through a fire. Go through the trial. Go through those trials of trying to get better. Yeah. And I always believe that when you come out on the other end, it just makes you stronger. It builds you into who you will ultimately become. And that's why I always look back at all the hard stuff. Yeah. I'm like, dang, man, if I had to think about, when I think about it, I'm like, I don't know how the heck I made it through all that. You know what I mean? Because you don't know how you make it through. You just make it through. You just do it. Yeah. But as long as you know it's coming, you can prepare for it, right? You can get your mind right. It's not going to be smooth sailing there. So when it gets rough, you're not checking out. It's not a surprise that this road got hard. Like, no, I expected it to get hard because that's life, right?
So definitely have that mental stamina and toughness. Definitely. From the Hall of Famer himself, Terrell Davis.
See this, man. This dude has got do you understand? You got the not only on the, is that the back two?
Yeah, back two. Yeah.
and on the mic.
And on the mic.
Yeah, that's good.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, nice
Appreciate you.